Alex Jones, our hero, our friend of the show.
Yeah, friend of the show, Alex Jones. We can call him Alex.
Alex Jones and Megyn Kelly are making headlines just like the original plan was. This was always the plan. Get everyone talking about it. But
no, who was Megyn Kelly?
She was a big correspondent for Fox News, and now she just moved over. Did she move over to MSNBC or just NBC, or is it pretty much the same thing?
Just regular NBC.
Okay.
Yeah, she left. She was accusing them of like sexual harassment and like losing out on promotions because she's a woman.
Mm-hmm. Was she though? I know that was like a thing. I didn't know if she was the forefront of that or what. I don't remember.
She was one of them. Like she wrote a book or something. I've heard a few interviews with her on the radio.
I mean, she started getting the most shine with Trump, kind of.
Yeah, exactly.
She started getting a lot of shine with Trump because, I mean, obviously Fox News. Well, even Fox News, even though they're like so Republican, they were kind of speaking out against Trump, and then she was big time speaking out against Trump, and she ran one of the debates or something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. She asked like some questions that they were like, "What are you doing?"
Is she known for
Don't ask
being
him hard questions.
ridiculous? I'm trying to get a bead on this lady.
I mean, I can't. I'm not. When I say this, I'm not speaking on like sexual harassment allegations, like. But I feel like she saw a good opportunity with this Trump stuff to kind of step out of the shadow of Fox News and put the spotlight on yourself, which, hey, that's what you want to do, especially as a journalist or whatever.
As Fox News goes, she was like one of their, I mean, she's still not very reasonable, but as Fox News goes, one of their more reasonable people.
Okay.
I don't know if she was.
Wasn't she the
one?
The thing is, she's not. She's still definitely not.
She was like mad about Black Santa Claus and stuff. So I feel like she was kind of just right in line. Like I think most Fox News,
there's like a bare minimum you have to meet to even be on Fox News.
Yeah, somewhat. I mean, but Tucker Carlson rules.
They have a few here and there. What's that one guy, Shep Smith or whatever the fuck his name is?
You guys both made up both those names. No one's named Tucker Carlson and no one's named Shep Smith.
But either way, it did seem like it was she was, coming at Trump for his misogyny, plus she was a woman. That all worked out. She was getting some shine. She was able to parlay it into a nice gig at NBC. And she decided to have a sit-down interview with Alex Jones. And, of course, a lot of people coming out because Alex Jones is a Sandy Hook denier. But then Alex Jones is saying he isn't. He just plays devil's advocate. So who the fuck knows?
Devil's advocate to all those people that think little children didn't die.
But anyways, so Alex Jones, he recorded like some of the pre-interview. And I don't know if the interview itself, because he says full interview on the title, but it's not the full interview. It's clips of him from the pre-interview talking to her, kind of put her on blast. Because supposedly she was saying stuff like, oh, we just want to talk about you and what you had to deal with your divorce and just let people know who Alex Jones is.
But then ambushed him once the interview was happening.
Because he's saying he didn't want to talk about Sandy Hook or any of that stuff. But to Megyn Kelly's credit, like you have to ask him about it. You can't just not talk about it. You know what I mean? But anyways, here's some of the promo first, because the interview even hasn't aired yet. I don't think it airs till Sunday.
The great global battle for the future of our species is being fought right now.
They call you the most paranoid man in America. Is that true?
Absolutely not. A paranoid person will be hiding out in their house, not venturing out in public. I go out there on the street and battle Black Lives Matter, the communists at point blank range.
We talked controversies and conspiracies.
9/11.
Now, 9/11 was an inside job, but when I say inside job, it means criminal elements in our government working with Saudi Arabia and others wanted to frame Iraq for it. Just a fact.
Sandy Hook.
Well, Sandy Hook's complex because I've had debates where devil's advocates said the whole story's true, and then I've had debates where I've said that none of it's true.
When you say parents faked their children's death, people get very angry.
Yeah, well, I know, but they don't get angry about the 500,000 dead Iraqis from the sanctions, or they don't get angry about all the illegals.
That's a dodge.
No, it's not a dodge. The media never covers all the evil wars it's promoted, all the big things.
That doesn't excuse what you did and said about Newtown.
Here's the difference. I looked at all the angles of Newtown, And I made my statements long before the media even picked up on it. We didn't get any of the really important stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, because the media wasn't picking up on it because it's fucking made up. You made it up.
My favorite part though, like never mind all that other stuff. My favorite part is this part where he's like, we didn't talk about the important things.
What do you mean? We talked about all the important stuff.
Well, here's the big one they always make fun of me. You probably want to throw this in there. 30 years ago, they began creating animal-human hybrids. Isn't that the big story?
Now, to his point, he does bring up. I mean, I've seen the picture where they're like, where they grow the ear on the mouse or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I guess he's saying that's what he means. Like when they're doing weird experiments like that to grow parts for, I don't know if it's for organ transplants or whatever it's for. But that's not what it's like. It sounds like he's talking about like pig people and.
Well, it also kind of sounds like he's doing a bit now where he feels like she invited him in here just to try and make a fool of him. So he's like,
yeah.
fine, you want me to talk about the crazy things? Why didn't you ask me about any of the here, how about this crazy thing I said? Like, it almost feels like that's kind of what he's doing.
I thought he was
going
to talk about the Alien movies.
Megyn Kelly should be doing.
Yeah. So anyways, so Alex Jones wanted to get the jump on it. Oh yeah, this is it. He wanted to get the jump on it, so he made sure to get on and leak some of the discussions they had.
Because he thought she was just going to edit it down and make him look like an asshole.
Well, the thing is, she is, in a way, she's kind of throwing him under the bus a little bit because she's getting a lot of shit for even having him on the show. Mm-hmm. A lot of people are mad that she's even, like, I guess, legitimizing Alex Jones.
Sure.
Which, I mean, I don't think she really, I mean, I guess in a way she is, but he's getting shine no matter what.
I
He's
don't
Alex
know.
Jones.
I'm on the other side of that fence because, like, I think that the average like middle-aged person doesn't even know who Alex Jones is. It's only people on like the extreme of one side and like people who use the internet that really know who he is. And now it's like everyone will know who this fucking insane person is.
Well, I don't know if it's like I mean, if you're talking about old age people, I think middle age is most of his audience.
Yeah, but like
middle age, I'm thinking someone in their
middle-aged people.
I'm thinking someone in their 40s.
That's what yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking. I think people.
I think you're underestimating people on the internet.
Like,
if
I'm
you
talking
think
about,
people in
like-
their 40s are like, "What's a computer?"
No, I don't think that. But I don't think that they're like for example, my parents don't know who the fuck Alex Jones is. Like,
How old are they?
they're they're barely over 50.
Okay, all right.
That potion he's always selling cured my mom's muscular dystrophy. So she thanks him every day.
So then you are saying that she is legitimizing him then?
I don't necessarily think legitimizing because she clearly had him on to try to like exploit that he's a fucking weirdo. But I think that it's giving him publicity basically where people are going to look him up and be like, oh, who's this? And then they in a way, I guess legitimizing it. Yeah, so people are going to look him up and know who he is and be like, oh my God, Sandy Hook is fake.
But this is but this is exactly why she had him on because everyone's talking about it.
I think it's gross though. I think.
I agree. Yeah, no, I mean, I
I
could agree with that. Like, I think, I mean, Alex Jones is what he is, but I do think she's pretty phony on this.
Oh yeah, I don't think she's in the right either.
Give you my word and tell you if there's one thing about me, I do what I say I'm going to do, and I don't double cross. So you just became very fascinating to me. I just sort of thought you were this maybe one-dimensional guy, like this is your thing. My goal is for your listeners and the left, who will be watching some on NBC to say, wow, that was really interesting. And then the next time I want to get somebody, they're going to say, look what you did to Alex Jones. It's not going to be some.
I like that Alex Jones from day one
promise.
was like, I'm recording every fucking conversation we have. Like,
feel like
she should have known better.
I think he records every conversation he has.
Yeah.
He has with everyone.
That's what I'm saying. Like, she should have known better than to ever say anything she didn't mean in any like talking medium at all, and been surprised that now that it exists.
Essentially, her first question is like, "Are you the most paranoid man in the world?"
See that.
We talked controversies and conspiracies.
9/11.
Now, 9/11 was an inside job, but when I say inside job, it means criminal elements in our government working with Saudi Arabia. And
It
others.
is kind of amazing that like, I mean, not that something like that shouldn't be discussed on a mainstream news station, But it is like it used to just be only kooks would openly be talking about how inside a job 9/11 was. But now it's just NBC News and some guy's like, well, this is just a fact that criminal elements in our government conspired. I mean, when he brings up the Iraq stuff, if he means the way they used it to sell everyone on going into Iraq, I agree with. But I think that's a little different than saying like it's an inside job.
Yeah, like they did it so that they could sell it.
Yeah.
Just a fact. You are about to view.
I love this version of Alex where it's like hero Alex, like strapping
hero
everybody.
of the people. Yeah, he might as well be on a fucking horse right now.
And from following his stuff for as long as we have on Jim and Them, he gets off on all of this.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Even if there's a lot of people just shitting on him or dragging him on social media, whatever the fuck, you're still talking about Alex Jones. Everyone's still fucking. He was like trending or whatever. So this is all great. This is all great stuff for Alex Jones.
And listen to information that's never before been seen or heard. In the past, MSM, corporate media, could tell the truth, they could lie, they could spin. It was up to them. They were the gods of information. But Megyn Kelly waltzed in here to Austin, Texas, and told me that she wasn't going to talk about Sandy Hook. She wasn't going to talk about Pizzagate. She wasn't going to talk about Chobani. She wasn't going to talk about Islamic terror attacks.
I was just thinking that.
She wanted to do a
Yogurt Boy?
softball profile of Alex Jones. And when she got here with her crew of...
Well, isn't it weird that Alex Jones is saying, like, I only agreed to a softball interview. I did not agree. Isn't he the one that's always like, we need to get to the hard-hitting facts. Enough of this, enough of this fake news. Enough of this, like, helping people through softball interviews.
Well, that's true, but it's also, I think he's just going from the honesty standpoint where he is up front. He's like, no, if you get an interview with me, you know what you're expecting. And I don't know much about her, so I took her at her word, and I didn't get what I was told.
Look at his face. He looks like a baby. He's
Yeah,
pooping.
he always has some great pause faces for sure.
Put that on a T-shirt.
Intelligence operatives, she did the opposite of what she said. And so I was recording the whole time. From our pre-interviews, right through the interviews, we have a record of it so that you can decide for yourself what I really said and what I stood for. These tyrants haven't figured it out yet that information warfare is a two-way street. And we're going to give as good as we get. And that's what you're about to see. You alone will be the judge. You alone will be the jury.
Me, Alex?
Of who's fake news.
No, he's talking to me, Jim.
And who stands for
you idiots.
America.
He's talking to me. Mike
talking to
Steele.
you.
Who stands against it. I'm Alex
He
Jones.
said my name. He just talked
And
over
this
it.
is the Infowar.
This is
Well, so
literally an
they've
info war.
They've heard. And we're going to start first with this Sunday night. This is a news magazine.
I like that they got a picture of her looking like a villain.
yeah. Well, what's
She
the
looks like-
meanest picture we could find?
She looks like someone who just called someone the N-word at a restaurant, like a Subway.
15 minutes. And it's sort of a good opportunity for long-form storytelling. You know, it's not like the 3-minute interview. It's like the in-depth profiles of people. And at the top of my list was you.
So it's like an investigative report into fake news?
No. What we're doing?
Yeah, come on.
No, hell no. The reason I know you've got, what you do, but the reason you are interesting to me is because I followed your custody case, and I think you had a very good point about the way the media was covering it, and for some reason treated you and your family and what was going on as fair game when they never would have done that.
Did he also just admit to like kind of being fake news by not arguing with her when?
I think that's his. But I think, like she said, you know what you do. I think that he knows that people have made up their mind about him, and that if he had to argue with every single person who thought he was fake news, he'd be arguing all day long, 24/7. So I think that was more of him just being like, okay, I know what you think of me, so let's move on.
Yeah, I heard it as similar to that. Basically, she's saying like, oh, we want to do a profile on you, and he's like, oh, so you're gonna pitch it as, here is the man behind fake news or whatever. Like that's how they were going to
Like when he goes,
it.
come on,
All
right?
right.
Like that he he is expecting to get ambushed, and he's trying to be like, so if that's all it's going to be, then don't even bother.
Oh, Caesar scared the
you
shit
know,
out of
if
me.
you will, a mainstream media figure. And I saw a different side of you in that whole thing. And I just, you just became very fascinating to me. I just sort of thought you were this maybe, one-dimensional guy. Like, this was your thing. And the comments I heard from you during the course of that trial and your plea to the media to be respectful of you and your kids just reminded me that you're just like anybody. You're a dad. And
You're a king amongst men.
Yeah, you're a hero to the people like me and Jim and Thorson.
I don't know why I accepted this challenge.
Oh,
It's like
I
some
fucking love Alex Jones.
algorithm that leads
He's
me
hamming it
to
up
the
so
assurance of a
big.
sleepwalker.
Hey, he's a goddamn hero.
But I knew that if I entered the labyrinth of the Gorgon of this modern day Medusa, that through the process others would understand the larger deception. If I didn't take the challenge, then good, or at least an open heart.
Me and my crew, or as I call them, the Argonauts.
And so that's why I let Megyn Kelly set up this conflict on her own.
I hope when they show further interview things,
Terms.
like during her voice,
her
it's just
own
a picture of the
battlefield.
Gorgon.
Because despite the fact that she was delusional and believed that she would deceive me and my viewers, at the end of the day, she failed.
Sure, but wouldn't the argument be that in the show, because I've seen that as a standard Democrat talking point, I'm not saying that's what you're doing. Well, he asked for privacy in his family, but he didn't do that for Sandy Hook, and he didn't do that for the pizzeria.
No, I mean, I can ask you about that. It's not going to be a
Someone just Alex Jones just fall over and die.
Exchange. That's not what this show
He was
is.
ducking the
That's
Bloomberg
not
Mafia. They were following him, and he had to like duck down a hallway.
In-depth profiles on people, just interesting people. So I can ask you that. This is what the critics say, but this isn't going to be let's play a clip.
Wow, here's the headlines. Megyn Kelly defends Alex Jones interview, responds to backlash. Sandy Hook claim is revolting. But then she didn't show in her promo video that I said I believe Sandy Hook happened. And then I had wargamed the three views that criminal groups went in and killed the kids, or it happened as they officially said, or they use actors. I mean, we saw in...
I mostly talked about the actors.
One of those.
But I said the other things.
Pay more attention.
1990, our Congress being lied to by the daughter of the head of a PR firm about Saddam Hussein's soldiers killing hundreds of babies, bashing their brains out. It's not that Saddam was a good guy. It's not that a lot of us are even against the war. We were lied to with propaganda that they admittedly came out and told us was a fraud later.
They took the babies out of the incubators. Took the incubators and left the children to die on the cold floor.
So in the interview,
Now, what is that? Is that really a thing? I mean, I
I've
remember
never
the
heard of
Gulf
it.
War, but I don't remember. Like I was pretty young.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess to his point, like I'm not thinking Sandy Hook, but to his point, if they were like, look, they brought this lady out to lie and say that babies were just left on the floor to die, and that didn't happen, and everyone was like, whoa, fuck it, give me a gold ribbon, we're going over there, motherfucker.
When I was a kid, I thought the Gulf War happened in the Gulf of Mexico. So it was like people
Same.
from Texas and Florida were like just like wandering around on the beach.
I remember.
I was like, what a weird war.
Who was that big fucking general they used to bring out all the time?
Robert E. Lee.
Fuck. I forget.
Custer.
I think I only remember him because I think Chris
No.
Farley played him in
That
on
was
SNL.
That was a colonel.
Oh, yeah, that was Colonel Custer. James
whatever.
Patton.
Let me see if the chat picks it up.
talking to Kelly, and I go, they staged the dead babies in the incubators, so it's okay to ask questions about Newtown. I'm not attacking the families. In hindsight, I think it probably did happen. She turns that all around to Jones doubles down and says nobody died in Newtown and hates the families.
I do think Alex Jones is in a tough situation with his fucking Sandy Hook shit because he's getting so much more shine and more popular.
He has to defend himself more often and to bigger names.
Well, and he has to roll back some of that because he can't be saying like Sandy Hook's fake. Like he can't do that anymore.
Yeah, he has to rein it in a little bit.
He has to operate in reality with his crazy stuff instead of just going full on not to immediately make everything about wrestling, but like he has to be less Undertaker and more Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, he can't because
totally.
He can even still talk about animal hybrids and clones and stuff. But when you start saying like parents of dead kids are liars and stuff like that, it's going to hinder your shine and your extra checks that are coming in.
To go after anybody that dares question the official story when that's the heart of any free society.
Sure, I don't mind.
Yes, Norman Schwarzkopf. Thank you, Chad.
Questions. What I don't like is, did you know, or did your producers do that to you, where I said Hillary Clinton, personally, and it was tongue-in-cheek, so I can get the satire out of you guys, took it out of context, but did personally kill kids by the Iraq War, the Syria War, or the Libya situation, and you guys cut the back off of that. I mean, it was in the same 30 seconds where I said, I'm not talking about the pizza place, I'm talking about
First,
in the Middle East.
Gallagher in our West Coast newsroom on how this whole thing got started. Trace?
Megyn, as many controversies do these days, it began with a tweet. On October 30th, days after the FBI announced they'd be reopening an investigation into Hillary Clinton's emails, someone on Twitter, whose name remains unverified but has several thousand followers,
They're not even
posted
verified.
that new emails found on Anthony Weiner's computer confirmed that Hillary Clinton was involved in a pedophilia ring. Infowars' Alex Jones, a far-right web host, posted a YouTube video seen almost 500,000 times.
When I think about all the children Hillary Clinton has personally murdered and chopped up and raped, I have zero fear standing up against her.
The rumor spread, inspiring some newfound internet sleuths to start digging around in John Podesta's
head. They do that to Alex Jones, though. They take his... and he makes it easy for him.
Don't fucking say that, and then nobody can chop it up.
Well, but to be fair, he does finish the point, but they take, they took
the wow crazy part and not the normal part that finishes it.
Hacked emails searching for proof and location of the so-called sex ring. What they found were numerous references to pizza.
Look how haggard they make Hillary Clinton look.
Yeah, it doesn't even look like her. It looks like someone dressed up like her for Halloween.
Jones. You can run on. When I think about all the children Hillary Clinton has personally murdered and chopped up and raped, I have zero fear standing up against her. Yeah, you heard me right. Hillary Clinton has personally murdered children.
Go tell that long-tongued liar.
Where's the reasonable thing he says?
Well, he doesn't say anything reasonable, but he does finish. He finishes a point. I'm not saying it's a great point, but he is talking about something a little different.
Hillary Clinton is one of the most vicious serial killers the planet's ever seen. Now, there's a twist to that. Am I talking about the devil worship story with her chief of staff, her campaign chairman, looking at the menu of blood and semen and body parts at the Aleister Crowley event, the private event? Oh, no, I'm not talking about that. I mean 200,000 plus dead Christians with her operation with Syria and our operation in Libya, and not letting the Christians get out, and directing Al-Qaeda and ISIS, who target and murder children and put them through sex slavery and throw Catholic priests off cliffs and kill people en masse and murder gays and everything else you can imagine because they don't like peaceful people. And they con everybody that they're for open society and they love everybody. Anything they do is for degradation.
But also, to be fair, Alex Jones does start out saying that she personally did that.
Yeah.
Like, he is making some stupid point, but like it's weird because I feel like he knows he's saying it because he wants them to take it.
Oh yeah, he does.
He wants them to take that clip, and in a weird way, the MSN, they just they're just eating right out of Alex Jones's hand. Like, he wants them to do that because they'll take that piece and play it, and then to his existing legion, he'll be like, you see what they're doing? You see what they're doing? That just proves even more.
That's exactly his play.
Yes,
He's getting credibility by like tricking them,
Yes.
basically.
Yeah. Because it's like that just proves even more that what I'm saying's true.
He's daring everyone to talk about
Yeah,
it.
it makes him more the hero.
And someone could have been killed inside of your restaurant for
Yes.
no good reason other than people like Alex Jones fanned a conspiracy theory that even the D.C. police say has no basis in fact.
Yes, it's a pack of lies, and it's dangerous.
Imagine owning a pizza place and you have to go in the news and be like, we don't molest kids here. Can you stop saying that we molest kids?
What they should have done is asked him about the fucking creepo
The
dude
art
that
that they had?
does all the art, and then the art that they hang in their stupid weird restaurant. Like, again, I'm not saying any of that Pizzagate stuff was rooted in truth, but the weird thing that I thought that came out of it was that weird
the
fucking
weird art
artist
they
that they're
had.
just like
Yeah.
best pals with that just draws
It was
creepo.
like a schizophrenic rape victim or whatever.
Yeah,
that
and then
had-
they're like, yeah, let's put all these like kids like fucking lying naked in swimming pools with dead eyes in our restaurant.
This is completely unfamiliar to me.
Remember you had James Alefantis on Fox News? You're talking about fake news?
The guy from Cotton Pizza?
Yes, and then you played a clip of me saying Hillary personally kills children.
Forgive me, Alex, but I don't remember the clip. I remember him and the nature of that exchange, which I think is the only time I've ever discussed.
Sure. I mean, all I'm saying is I can send you the Right Wing Watch clip where we first reported it, and they said Jones tongue-in-cheek, said that Hillary killed all these kids, but then said it, in Syria and Libya. So, I'm just telling you, that's the kind of stuff that scares me, because I can stand for what I've said, and I can even say, yeah, I probably should. Sure.
Listen, I'll take a look at that. That's very unfamiliar to me. All I can tell you is that I bend over backwards to ensure that doesn't happen.
Sandy Hook.
Well, Sandy Hook's complex because I've had debates where we've devil's advocate said the whole story's true, and then I've had debates where I've said that none of it's true.
When you say parents faked their children's death, people get very angry.
Yeah, well, I know, but they don't get angry about the 500,000 dead Iraqis from the sanctions, or they don't get angry
It's great
about
that
all
he uses that too, because that's like a politician answer that he would get mad about. Like,
Yes.
they're not
Oh,
answering
yeah.
the question or asking the question here about the pizza and the molestation. And wait, what was cheese pizza was a boy, right? And
Forgive
what
me,
was-
I don't remember.
Where's the map? We got a map.
Map
thing?
was cum.
Yeah, we got. Oh yeah,
The
there's
tissue with
a
the map on
there's
it.
a pizza here with a lot of map on it here, and we're wondering if it's yours or something like that.
Yeah, I don't
Let me
There's
skip
a
ahead.
handkerchief with a map on it.
Let me skip ahead.
A
to
hot
these.
dog was a gay boy.
Oh, hot dog was a gay boy. Let me skip ahead in this.
itself to be, to ask yourself to be run over. But I understand. I mean, obviously, this is a magazine show, so it's highly produced.
Megyn Kelly has just put out a statement addressing all this. We can put it up on the screen. I find Alex Jones's suggestion that Sandy Hook was a hoax as personally revolting as every other rational person does. It left me and many other Americans asking the very question that prompted this interview. How does Jones, who traffics in these outrageous conspiracy theories, have the respect of the President of the United States and a growing audience of millions? Our goal in sitting down with him was to shine a light, as journalists are supposed to do, on this influential figure.
And it's beautiful. You would not believe the number of resources they use over at NBC News. It's a whole new world. But they're incredibly careful about that stuff, and they have all sorts of lawyers and standard practices people.
Well, it's funny. I did notice that NBC
You wouldn't
was the only
believe
one.
how
This is weird.
legit NBC is in comparison to Fox. They actually check their sources. It's great.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine having resources at your fingertips?
They even have lawyers.
She does. She tries to
Sure,
say
they actually-
something about how cable. It's because cable news is fast and loose, but network you have time or some shit. Basically, just saying all cable news is garbage. I mean, especially Fox News.
Bad. Mothers are bad. And here on Father's Day, even though they told me this piece was coming up in July, they're ready to show you how fathers are the most evil people in the world.
Are they?
And I began to pull back.
Are they
You
ready for that?
attacked. I'm a dad. You attacked me. You attacked all of us. Right, gang?
Finally pull the plug on Megyn Kelly's controversial interview with radio personality and conspiracy theorist Alex Jones.
Hey, so Megyn Kelly's been taking a lot of heat for interviewing radio show host Alex Jones.
He is somebody who President Trump called after the election to thank him for his role. Trump had gone on his radio show during the campaign.
Do you think Megyn Kelly asks if Alex Jones if he's Bill Hicks?
Dude, yeah, she should be fucking asking the real questions.
What if he was like, I'm surprised we're not to get into the real things here, because yeah, I'm Bill Hicks.
I half expected him to say that when he brought up the animal-human hybrid.
And NBC are now under fire for giving airtime to the radio talk show host who has called the Sandy Hook school shooting a hoax.
Megyn Kelly is jumping right back into the deep end as NBC plans to air a sit-down.
Is Alex
interview
Jones
with
that fatso in the?
Alex Jones.
I love the Chinese news
Mr.
animation.
Jones doesn't talk to a lot of reporters.
The sharks
very
from
glad
Finding
he made an
Nemo or
exception.
attacked
When you
him.
say parents faked their children's death, people get very angry.
Yeah, well, that's all I know. But they don't get angry about the $500,000 Iraqis.
He loves that clip. He thinks he got her so good
That's
there.
a dodge.
No, it's not a dodge. The
He gets
media
mad.
never covers all
It's not
the
a dodge.
civil wars, it's promoted, all the
That
big
doesn't
things.
excuse what you did and said about Newtown. You
But
know it.
here's the difference. I looked at all the angles of Newtown, and I made my statement.
The parents of dead children, I don't think you give him a platform to more than the 6 million people that already follow him.
It's not so much that NBC is creating or elevating Alex Jones as it is reflecting the fact that he is an influential guy.
JP Morgan Chase pulled its advertising from the show,
What
and
the
the
fuck?
Sandy Hook Promise
It's the
Foundation
Chinese news things.
disinvited
Have you ever
Kelly
seen these?
as host of its
Oh
annual
man,
gala.
they're great.
The Sandy Hook thing is disgusting. He's admitted in court documents for his divorce that
Who
he
the fuck
doesn't
is that?
believe that in what he's saying, and he's playing.
Is that
character.
the CNN guy? Was that,
Maybe.
what's his face? The one everyone
Brian
hates?
Gumble?
Not him. The other one everyone hates. The one that got drunk on New Year's.
Oh.
Bernard Shaw.
Controversy around this network about Alex
Kathy
Jones, for
Griffin.
example. But the fact is that he is an
Don Lemon,
outright
thank you, Sharon.
racist, a man who's out there pulling the pin on the grenade every day, and he has 6 million viewers.
Why give him the notoriety that he obviously craves?
Well, the thing is, he already has
6 million
that, though.
people find him like.
Well, that's hypocritical because everyone craves an audience. You guys are on a talk show giving someone shit for wanting an audience. That's just a weird point to make.
Yeah.
Yeah, but on The View, they're not like, hey, did you think that, Sandy Hook is fake?
Well, yeah, but I mean...
And Whoopi Goldberg's like, yes!
But they also talk about a ton of dumb garbage, and they say stupid shit all the time. So it's just like one man's stupid shit is another man's not stupid shit.
I don't know. Their stupid shit isn't, like, politically charged.
Well, yeah, but it's still stupid shit.
I mean, there's a difference at least, because The View's just kind of like, they'll dip into news, but isn't it just kind of like a silly talk show for the most part?
Yeah, it's like a e-news at most when they talk about news.
Follow
Well, the
someone
president
like that.
follows.
But it's 6 million.
Exactly.
You're
What
right.
about him? Would you give Donald Trump airtime?
Over the years, John, as you know, journalists have interviewed murderers and rapists and child molesters. I mean, the anchors interviewed Saddam
True.
Hussein, Charles Manson, O.J. Simpson. So this is part of what we do.
NBC is taking a huge
That
gamble
is a good
Sunday
point.
night, maintaining her sit-down with...
It's not a gamble. It's gonna be huge. It's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
be fucking.
Now everyone's gonna watch it.
Everyone's gonna watch it.
controversial conspiracy
It's
theorist
an amazing.
and Infowars host
It's a fucking great choice to have Alex Jones on.
Alex Jones will air in spite of the uproar.
Wow, so you guys would come here?
Absolutely. Yep. It's good for me because I haven't launched my daytime show until that comes on in September. So it's been actually kind of a luxury. I'm going to the end of to Russia at the end of this month. You may have heard to interview Mr. Putin among others.
Oh yeah, she's interviewing Putin as well. This bitch is fucking. She's doing work.
Yeah.
She don't care. But yeah, I don't know. You get it. We don't need to hear anymore. Basically, this is all great for Alex Jones. It's awesome that he recorded this conversation where she's doing what she's supposed to do. Like, you're supposed to kiss someone's ass like this to get him to be on your show.
Sell it like it's not a thing.
Yeah, especially Alex Jones, because I mean, he's a smart enough guy. He knows that like they're gonna make him look foolish.
Yeah.
But it still doesn't look good when you hear it and then hear her try to like distance herself a bit and be like, "Oh no, I'm just interested in why people would care about this guy." When meanwhile she's like, "I thought you were like a real human."
Well, and I don't even blame her. It's not like
No,
when
yeah, I don't
when
blame
you
her
say,
either.
"Hey, I'm going to do," like you try to do a cash-in interview and then it blows up in your face. The logical thing is to be like, "Oh no, I definitely disagree with the stuff he said," and go like, "Fuck it, fuck what I told him." I'll say what is probably the truth is that she thinks he's crazy and she just wanted a cash-in interview. So I'm not even blaming her for doing it, but it's like it's all out in the open, so there's not much you can really say about like you can't say you didn't do it, But I'm not doesn't necessarily mean I think I can blame you for doing it, but you clearly did it, so at least admit you did it.
Well, and even with this video up, he was live today, and I was watching it, and yeah,
we were having a lot of fun with that.
Because he's just been talking about this all day. Even besides this 30-minute video, he has some other 30-minute video, and then he was live for an hour, and the title was like, "I don't want Megyn Kelly's kids to die of cancer." And when I turned it on, he was talking about it because he's like, I was just talking about all the stuff they put in the food and how it's going to make your kids have cancer. And she's like, don't you dare talk about my kids. And she's crying and she's all freaking out. And I'm like, I'm not saying your kid's going to die. I'm not saying that your kids should die of cancer, just that they're going to die of cancer. You're going to see them die of cancer. And then he just kept bringing that up about other people. And he's like, because I think you heard one of them where he's talking about some other guy and he's like, and then of course he's going to see his kids die of cancer.
Yeah. That made me laugh really hard.
Actually, I do want to check in. I like when he talks. I just want to hear some of his stuff.
I also like when he talks.
I like when he talks rather than playing the recording. I like to hear his take on
Thanks.
it.
All right, all the best.
I'll see you about it. Megyn Kelly is a puppet. She's a beautiful woman that the corporate structure uses to push their agenda. And we've only played a few clips here for you of my conversation with her before the interview. We have the interview itself taped so that we can document post-mortem how she edited, how she manipulated. But you look at this giant spectacle of all the major TV networks, all the major TV channels attacking me as if I'm the devil incarnate. And it shows you how inherently weak
when we all know that Obama is the devil. Smells
so
like
it doesn't
sulfur.
mean you agree with Alex Jones.
Always covered in
everything I've said here
flies.
today or everything they claim I've said. It means that you question inherently what this power structure is pushing. Because the elite of the world have broken the social contract. They've decided that humans aren't valuable and that we are meant to be thrown on the ash heap of history. That robots and Muslims are supposed to replace the West.
Yeah, that's the agenda.
And robotic Muslims.
Pretty soon they'll be able to blow themselves up just by short wiring themselves.
Yeah, pressing their own self-destruct buttons. The Muzzotron 4000 is the hands down scariest robot I've ever seen in my life.
And they're learning to build themselves again. They blow themselves up, put themselves back together, blow themselves up again.
You see robot hands using their fingers to crawl towards their bodies.
Their hijabs cover their wires.
Much like a Muslim bomb coming in to blow itself up. Cause havoc, wreak havoc in the West.
And it shows the arrogance of people like Megyn Kelly that she didn't think we'd record her to document what she really
I mean, that
said
is so true, though.
Yeah, it is so true.
Especially they went to him.
Yeah.
Insane people. Insane people. Why would
This
they
is
not
part
think he
one.
was
They're
recording?
like, yeah, the interview's going to take place in this room, this specific room. Please come in. There's a lot of lamps and bookshelves and stuff. Why are all those there? Oh, don't mind those. They're not hollowed out or there aren't cameras anywhere. Don't you worry about anything. This room, though, only this room. Everything has to take place in this room.
Make sure to project your voice.
Please hold this cup while you talk.
Speaking of the flower.
else. Please spread this video to everyone you know because it's groundbreaking journalism.
Hey, we're doing the Alex
behind
Jones'
the
work
scenes,
right now.
The anatomy of an NBC,
We do it every week,
CIA, globalist, George Soros financed hit job.
Is he going to sell us? There's still a few minutes in this. Are we going to get some promos on Vitality or...
Yeah, he's going to sell some of that tonic that saved my mom's
If
life.
you are receiving this transmission, you are the resistance.
Imagine the world without Infowars.
I can't even imagine,
Oh,
Alex.
man.
What would it be like?
It's like the at the end of the Matrix.
Oh, yeah, it's bullshit.
Yeah, when Neo's finally like, what? This is what the world's like now?
The globalists have already consolidated their power.
Without Infowars, we would already be under martial law right now. That's the only thing standing between us and the government and the New World Order is Infowars.
They don't want people to have their own economies, their own choices. When you spread the links to Infowars.com news stories and our videos, when you tell friends, family, and neighbors about our free iPhone and Droid apps or send them a link to our daily podcast, you were involved in a revolutionary act against tyranny.
And then all your friends are like, I'm going to block you.
The world of universal deceit. Telling the truth is a revolutionary act. That's why I spend a lot of time trying to not just innovate news and analysis and our fight against the globalists.
Oh, dude, how happy is
but
he that
also
George
thinking
Orwell
about how
said that?
we're
That's like
able
such an
to
Alex
fund our
Jones
operation.
quote.
That's so critical to prosecute an information war.
It's funny
And I've
because the
spent
other side uses
7
that quote all the
years
time.
Off and on, trying to get a big national brand that's already trusted to let us private label an entire line of personal care products that's organic,
Yes.
high quality.
Tell me
Ladies
about the
and gentlemen,
product.
We have private labeled it.
Nice herbal shampoo, BOA spray, spray on arm. Oh, just for bugs.
Yeah, it chases away bees.
But it doesn't. It doesn't specify. So if it does, if like bugs still, if you still get mosquitoes or whatever, like hey, we didn't say bugs. We said BOA. Organic mouthwash, natural herbal body wash,
unscented,
and it is the exact same product, just the name is different. Emmerich Essentials, and it's on average 20% off what it would be in stores buying it directly from InfoWarsStore.com. On top of that, if you sign up for auto ship, you get an additional out of the gates 25% off on this product.
What a weird
Emmerich
thing.
Essentials is all about personal care.
See, but this is where I mean, I've been goofing on the stupid YouTube apocalypse and all the YouTubers complaining about shit. This is where Alex Jones is smart because I'm sure he gets money off of YouTube, but if YouTube went away, it doesn't matter. He has all this trash he sells.
Yeah.
And fucking do the work. Do the work on your end. Sell your organic mouthwash. You hear me, H3H3?
Hey, they plug. They have Audible plugs at the end.
No,
of their
yeah, good
videos.
for them. They're doing the right thing.
Not getting skin cancer, not getting bit by a bunch of bugs and gnats and mosquitoes. It's all there.
Mosquitoes.
The body wash, the shampoo, the deodorant, the mouthwash, all of it is truly game changing. BOA spray, totally organic, essential oils. Works a lot better than the toxic chemical systems that are out there, and it is comparable in price, and again, it's concentrated.
This is kind of hippie
Deodorant
shit.
is
Alex Jones is a
amazing,
hippie as
high
well.
quality,
Well, I was
doesn't
even
have
reading the
aluminum garbage in it,
ingredients on that
totally
deodorant. A
natural.
couple of friends of mine stopped buying deodorant at stores because they were like, there's like all these weird studies they claim they've been reading about like the things that are in every deodorant are like these awful things that are like giving people cancer.
Yeah.
And now they make their own deodorant.
Oh.
And the way they describe it is just like this deodorant he's selling is like what they would make themselves. And I'm like, oh man, he's appealing to an audience that totally exists.
You know, the next step too is making your own soap. And you know the step after that? Project Mayhem. You guys seen Fight Club?
Yeah, I got it.
I've
got
never
it.
seen Fight Club, sorry.
Natural works great. SPF 30 face and body lotion sunscreen unscented. This is exciting.
I think
so
my
many of the
favorite Alex
so-called
Jones
sunscreens
is
that are out there are
advertisement Alex
Because everyone
Jones.
knows I'm obsessed with win-wins. 20% off what it is retail.
I love win-wins. And this is a win-win. For you, for me.
Cut out the middle.
I'm rich, you're
and then
whatever you
additionally,
want to
sign up
be.
for auto ship out of the gates. 25% off that because I want you to try these products. I want you to love these products. I want to have a deeper relationship with you in a 360 win, a non-zero sum game where you get high quality.
What is he saying? Is that just sort of marketing terms?
Dude, he's using fucking Alex Jones talk in his fucking pitch.
Here, buy these Fruity Pebbles. It's a 360 win-win game for everyone.
Zero sum. Whatever. Good luck.
It's a zero-sum no-brainer. There's no gluten in these Cocoa Pebbles. Don't even worry about it.
Oh, you get value and you repeat order something you need every month. And then we're able to secure our funding into the future to not just stay at the level we're at, but to grow in the face of enemy attacks. InfoWarsLife.com, InfoWarsStore.com, and you'll find Emmerich's Essentials.
Well, it's great because not only can you support the resistance, but you'll smell good doing it.
Oh, yeah.
And your breath will smell good. You won't have skin cancer.
Yeah, you'll have no sunburns. You won't have any bug bites on your first date.
Well, at least he's kind of
like a hot new lady you've met on Tinder.
He kind of stepped up. But I mean, years ago he was selling like
he was a literal
like the thing
snake oil
like
salesman.
you put on your burger. What was it like not antioxidants?
Or
yeah, it was some shit like that.
Yeah,
Make the GMOs just disappear.
Yeah,
there was like the tonic for you to give you healthy hair.
Yeah, then there's like a vitality, like
Yeah.
a male vitality. But hey, at least now he's selling like legit products.
Yeah.
So good on you, Alex Jones. President Trump's doing well for you, man. Real
Speak
quick,
for yourself.
real quick before we get into anything, I was just thinking about this. This dude, hey, actually, he's been on the show. If you're a longtime fan, or if you've gone through the archives there, I believe he was on like the Brandon Punch Kevin episode. Our friend Patrick, he's been posting on all his social media this week that he's like searching for his friend. He's like, my friend's missing. Does anyone have a car to drive me somewhere to go find him? Let me see if I can find him.
I shouldn't laugh at that.
Peculiar.
Well, yeah, is it just weird? It's like, call the authorities.
Yeah, call the police. Are you sure it's not just a Brandon situation? He's like, oh, I found him. He's at his house.
Yeah, and I guess this
Thanks
ties
for the
in.
ride.
Didn't something happen like this with E3? But that's like a whole different story.
Oh, yeah, like a streamer went missing after some mixer.
Except for she didn't go missing.
Which is
really?
which is another thing. Like, why'd that blow up? It only blew up because it was a white girl. But don't even fucking get me started.
But it wasn't real?
No, I mean, so it was sort of real. She just like, basically she just got kind of shit-faced and went to it. She says she went to a casino and had her phone off, and that's where she was.
So she was only missing for like 6 hours.
Yeah.
What the settle fucking
I saw
down.
everyone retweeting that.
Oh yeah, but
settle down, white people.
And then once they found out that she wasn't in grave danger, then they're like, well, she must have been cheating on her boyfriend then, that fucking whore.
Oh, so everyone turned on her?
yeah, it's great. It's
What?
fucking classic internet.
A woman in the video games industry is getting turned on by the fans?
Getting turned on by the fans.
Oh, I got a big fat hog in my pants.
Well, she's also lying too, but either way. Yeah, like he was posting a few days, like posting a picture of this dude. I need volunteers to help me find this guy tomorrow. Emails, phone calls, flyers, walking. And I think he was also like, he was
walking.
Yeah. And I know he was asking for a car and all this stuff. And then like a day later, he just posted something like, found him. So then I was like,
that's it? Like no details?
So then I just said, where was he?
Well, what was the answer?
Don't want to put him on blast.
Oh, yeah, because
Jail?
what have you been doing before?
Well, that's what I said. I said, too late. Already on blast. I don't know who this fucking guy is, and I've seen his stupid face on my Facebook and on my Instagram saying that he's missing. This guy.
Oh, yeah, I saw that
Is his
actually,
name
too.
Dan?
I have no idea what his name is.
He looks like a Dan.
He's doing like hashtag
he
SF because he's in San Francisco or whatever. But like, am I out of line asking where he was?
No, I'm
Was he
dying to know, and you
it's
just
like-
told me about this.
Yeah, it drives me crazy that I don't know where he was, because especially now that I know he doesn't want to put him in blast, because that means it was somewhere embarrassing.
Yeah, or he's just like a weird druggie or something like that, or he was just in the couch cushions. I don't fucking know. You know?
He was
Found him.
he was under his bed.
But and then I was like, yeah, too late. And he's like, no, the goal was to find him. Parentheses, because he needed help. Achievement unlocked.
Sounds like he is putting him on
This guy
blast
sucks.
anyway.
Yeah,
Why was this guy ever on the show? He sucks.
Isn't it weird? Isn't it weird that to me seems like he's putting him on the most blast?
Yeah,
Because maybe it was something as simple as he's like, you know, he ran away because his grandmother died and he was very close to her. But he didn't tell me that story. So you know what I'm assuming? I'm assuming that he was a member of some sort of sex slavery ring, and he's on the run from the police because he daily rapes immigrants and underage children.
Yeah, he's
I
hiding
thought
in
he
a,
was the sex slave.
No, he runs the ring.
He's hiding in a shipping container somewhere, listening to a battery-powered AM/FM radio, because Patrick won't tell us the real story.
Yeah. And then so I just put, when he said the goal is to find him because he needed help. Achievement unlocked. I just put on blast. That's all I said.
Patrick is confirmed sus.
And then he just said faux show. Then he was like, when you go missing, I'm creating a documentary and forcing you to edit it. I don't know what that means. And I just did a crying smiley to that. I'm good at the replies. I'm fucking good at replies, bro.
Dude, he must have been rolling. He must have had the same face as your emoji.
Yeah. I don't know. I just don't get this. Like, how long? Where was he? How long has he been? Oh, he's been missing for 4 days. I mean, hey, at the very least, been missing for 4 days.
Is he just missing to Patrick, or was he missing to the world?
Yeah.
Or did Patrick just be like, yo, I don't know where my friend is? But everyone's like, I'm pretty sure he's
just
like
blocked
visiting
his
his
number.
friend in California. But I don't know where.
Yeah.
Like, where is he? And he's like, I don't know. He just is visiting a friend. Are you sure?
Yeah.
I'm going to put up flyers.
It was probably just, oh, this dude owes me $100, and he's dodging me. Where is he? Someone find him
He's
for me.
ducking him.
But hey, I'm not. What am I supposed to be excited? You found him?
Nope.
Guess what? I'm not fucking
No,
excited.
because he didn't give us any closure. He jerked us off, and we were about to come, and then he fucking spit in our mouths and pushed us down the stairs. That's how it goes, right?
Yeah.
That's what blue balls are?
Yeah, 100%.
Your mouth spit in and pushed down the stairs?
Yes.
Okay, he did put another post, found him, didn't he? Oh, someone else asked where he was, too.
What did you say to that guy?
Sounds like we should not know.
What?
This idiot?
What does that mean?
This dummy replied to himself. He was like, "So where was he?" At 10:14 a.m. Then at 9 o'clock that night. Sounds like we shouldn't know. Anyway, he's back with you. That's important.
No,
Shut
it's
up.
not. What's that guy's name?
Not as important as where he was.
That's Bryce Warnison.
Yeah, more like.
Have I never heard of a fucking privileged ass cuck
that fucking
in my life?
that wasp. That wasp is so fucking doesn't even know what it's like to go hungry.
Bryce Warner sus.
Yeah,
It's-
Bryce Warner.
I guess this is his picture proof that he found him. Yeah, the guy looks like he's fucked up. He was just fucked up.
Yeah, he
somewhere.
found that guy in a
He's
fucking
fucked up in a ditch.
in a sleeping bag on the highway.
Yeah, that guy is.
There it is, Jim. Put him on blast.
He's toasted.
Put this motherfucker
Hey,
on.
you know what happens when you say not to put someone on blast? Jim and then puts someone on blast because we didn't get
fucking-
the story.
Yeah, on blast, bro. I want to know every fucking detail. I don't know where this fuck was. What was he doing? He's in a fucking ditch in San Francisco shooting up heroin on the run from the police because he runs a fucking kiddie porn slavery ring.
You know how people are always shitting on the sidewalks in San Francisco?
Yeah.
There's a big problem with that. Like the homeless are apparently like they're all constantly shitting on the street and sidewalks.
Yeah.
I bet he was one of them.
Yeah. and so, but this other thing with this girl that went missing, she didn't even have that many followers. Why didn't anyone give a shit?
I didn't look at how many followers she had, but that doesn't matter.
No, well, I just because if it's a thing where everyone's talking about it, I assume it's someone known. But if they don't have a lot of followers, then it's like some unknown piece of garbage.
I just assumed it was someone well known because I don't know who any streamers
It just
are.
like caught on because like they made Reddit threads about it and like 4chan was in on it and
You know, people should
even
be
like
mad
some
at
of the official Twitch Twitter accounts retweeted it.
People shouldn't be. Well, I mean, people should be mad at her, but they should be mad at her fucking melodramatic loser friends.
Yeah.
Who are these losers? They're, "She's not answering your phone. Oh my god! Turn to our Twitches."
They probably wanted it to be a thing. They wanted it to be a big deal because then they
That's-
could be the friends of the girl who went missing at E3.
Yeah, they wanted her to be raped and dead in a.
We're gonna have a stream in her honor. So donate to us, and then they're like, "Fuck, they found her. Fuck, we can't have our fucking stream."
Mr. Black in the chat. It's fun. It's like an ARG. It totally is. It really was some. This is fucking viral marketing for her stupid Twitch page.
That is
and
one
we
of
all
the theories going around.
we all fucking bought it, hook, line, and sinker, like assholes we are.
Yeah, but I'm never gonna watch her play Overwatch.
Yeah, I'm never gonna watch Overwatch or play Overwatch, so I win even more.
Wait, Jim, it's not a competition between you and I.
Yeah, it is. But I blame Kristen anyways because I wouldn't even have known about this if Kristen didn't tweet about it and stupid Max Landis didn't tweet about it.
Hey,
I
but
would've
I
been,
beat Max Landis to the punch.
Yeah, you did. I would have been ignorance man, like great life, life's great. But instead, I woke up and I was like, life sucks.
That was a great
Fuck
impression
this.
of Ignorance Man.
Life's good.
If there's ever an Ignorance Man movie, you should play him.
I do think that she's kind of. I think she's lying about some shit, but also.
But who cares? It's really none of your business.
It's none of their. And people on the internet are like, we demand you show us like receipts.
Yeah,
and she's actually doing. It's like, no, who gives a fuck?
Nah, don't do that.
You're
Yeah,
not their-
You're
they're
feeding
not your
the
fucking boss.
monster. You're feeding the monster for sure with that.
Yeah, I know sometimes I can be a fucking internet piece of shit, but even I don't give a fuck. Like, it's nobody's business. Who cares?
And who the fuck keeps receipts?
I get friends to be like, it's the whole like, we were worried about you, except fuck them too, because it was like an hour. They were like, you haven't tweeted, you haven't been on your Twitch, you haven't streamed, where did you go? God damn it. Fuck everyone. Everyone sucks. Everyone sucks dick. Yeah.
What about Thorson and I?
Yeah, especially you two.
Me?
Yeah.
The more than Thorson?
Yeah.
Aw, damn.
No, I'm just being mean to the people I love.
Thanks. That means a lot.
Just lashing out.
So yeah, enough of the missing people on the internet. I don't even want the Amber Alerts on my phone. Enough of this.
I turn that. Whenever I get a new phone, I forget that those are on, and when I get one, I'm so mad. I don't care at all. I'm so mad that I got an Amber Alert.
I didn't know you could turn it off, but that's a weird thing to be mad about.
Because it's always like someone in fucking Utah.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
I'm kind of with Kristen on
But they
this.
do that for the tri-state area.
I know they do.
Well, here's what I'll do. I'll get it at like 3 a.m, And then I'll like take a peek in the bathroom, like, nope, not in there.
For me, I'm a fucking.
Try to text it back.
You check all the girls you've chained in your basement. You're like, do you look like her? No, you don't.
I'm a fucking hermit. I'm not gonna find your fucking car. Is your car inside my apartment? Is it on my cat's body? No.
Well, and honestly,
I'm not gonna see it.
And honestly, I'm gonna forget it a second later. I'm not gonna be like, "What was that license plate again? I think I just saw it."
Was that a baby blue Subaru? It was. There she is. I'm a hero.
And I feel like 70% of the time it always ends up like, oh, they found her. The dad just took her out and didn't tell the mom.
Yeah.
I don't know if that happens more often than not, though. Usually it's like a real kidnapping.
Well, I don't know about that.
Although I'll get emails sometimes from
Sami Zayn,
like Find a Pet or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, oh man, they better find this fucking.
You care about it because it's a dog.
Where's this Yorkie?
They better find this Cavapoo. Shit, those dogs don't do well on their own.
This Shiba Inu has been missing for days.
Oh man, right on Losi. Right on.
I do remember I shared something about a coworker's missing pet, and Jim was like, "I saw that post."
Yeah. I'm concerned. But it's because when there's people involved, I just assume you're chopped up and dead by this point. Like, if you were last seen with person X, that means you're chopped up and dead. This text ain't helping.
It's like that episode of iZombie where the dog goes missing.
Oh, yeah, that was a Cav, too.
Minor?
That was a Cavalier King Charles, my dude. And I forget, but the guy, loved the dog or something. I don't know.
Yeah, he loved the dog.
Beat that episode, everyone.
He thought the dog got poisoned.
Yeah.
So he killed the guy.
Yeah, he killed
Well,
that
he
dude.
accidentally killed the guy. You know what? No need to break down this episode
You
in such
sure?
detail.
Are you sure, Mike?
I mean, if we want to heavily break down the second episode of season 2 of iZombie, we can have a retrospective.
And actually, I want to talk about one other thing real quick.
iZombie episode 3?
No, these are just random shit from my week topic. And this has actually been building.
These are my favorite.
My stupid job makes me take lunches now, which is annoying.
Oh, I hate that shit.
I used to like to just work the straight 8, not fuck around, and then be done. But they make me clock out for lunch for whatever. So, I past few weeks up the street here, there's a Chipotle and a Blaze Pizza. So usually I'll hit them up, one or the other.
Blaze Pizza the place where it's like we'll literally make anything you want?
Well, yeah, you can do build your own.
Yeah, it's
Hell
a Chipotle for pizza.
Yeah, basically you go down the line. You go down the line and build what you want. But so first I go into Chipotle one day, and there's this dude in front of me that has his Blaze gear on. So he works at Blaze, but he's getting Chipotle. And he's one of those kids, he's probably in high school. You know those kids that are just super talkative all the time, like they're good in stupid jobs like that because they're always like, "Hey man, what's up?" and dumb, shallow, small talk.
Sure, yeah.
Because I'm behind him and he's doing that shit just to the people working.
There's lots of people like that at the Disney store.
Oh yeah, because he's just doing that shit yeah, it was busy over there, but that's what I was like, I gotta go on my break and I'm coming over here, blah blah blah, just fucking random shit, and you can tell no one gives a fuck. No one wants to talk to him.
Oh, I think I might be that guy at work though.
My whole work is that guy, including myself.
But so then I go into Blaze a week later, and then that kid's working. He's working the front, and I see his name's Ness or whatever from his name
Was he
badge.
let me PK fire your pizza?
Definitely not his real name.
No, it's just I got my headphones on, man. He's like, headphones, huh? Yeah, I had some headphones before. All this shit.
Check out my yo-yo.
Because I got I'm always going somewhere with my headphones, just listening to fucking whatever the fuck. Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, yup. And he's just doing all kinds of small talk,
hat,
blah, blah,
huh?
blah.
So,
yeah.
It's pretty cool. No one can see your head. It's underneath some fabric, and it's in a shape,
Yeah. And then, but then I went the other day this week, because it was 2 weeks ago. And then I'm like, oh, fuck, Ness is here again. I see him. But there's these 2 girls in front of me, and they order 5 pizzas or whatever, because they're all just kind of small, 10-inch personal pizzas, basically. And they order 5 or something, and then Ness starts going, I thought you had one more, you sucker. You bunch of suckers. You told me that there was going to be one more. And I'm like, does he know these people or some shit? And they're like, oh, well, yeah, I guess there was a 6th one. He's like, oh, you sucker. You tried to pull one on me. I knew there was 6. You said 6 in the beginning. You only gave me 5. And the lady goes, can you be more professional? And
whoa.
Well, Ness goes, no, we're like, if you come up and you're doing an order, I'm gonna talk to you like we're friends. Like
Whoa, so he shut her down?
No, Ness doesn't give a fuck.
Completely ignored her?
Is Ness retarded?
Maybe, I don't know. Ness doesn't give a fuck because he starts going, no, you sucker. If I'm taking your
Why
order,
does he call them suckers?
I have no idea. He's like, if you come in and then you start giving me your order, it don't matter. I'm like, we're like friends. I'm gonna start rapping with you like we're friends. And then he calls her like a sucker again. And all I'm like, it's like, damn, Ness doesn't give a fuck. And even though I hate his guts, I admire him.
You respect him?
Because then even when I come, he's like, you were in here like a week ago. Headphones, like fucking stupid garbage again.
And now your nickname?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, all right, Ness, try to be more professional. And of course, he's going to kick me with the like, no, we're buds. You know,
you should be like, oh, well, then can I borrow $30?
What if he did? That sounds like he would lend him $30.
I was really admired because I totally assumed like, yeah, when she was like, hey, can you be more professional? And I was like, oh, clearly he doesn't know them. Like, I thought he just knew them the way he was rapping. And she's like, and he's just like, nah, we're friends. You know?
I would love to like be pals with someone and they're like, I don't want to be your friend anymore. It's like, nah, yeah, you do. Yeah, we're still friends. I'm breaking up with you, Mike. Nah, I love you. I love you so much.
and the thing is, she did just shut up. Like, I expected maybe that she would have like asked for someone else or been like.
You'd think the type of person that would say, please be more professional in the first place wouldn't be completely shut down by, nah, I'm not going to.
Yeah.
That lady sounds like the worst. I'm Team Ness for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you would hate Ness though. Like, I get what you're saying because I'm kind of Team Ness too, but I also, like I said, I hate his guts. He's an annoying piece of garbage.
Like, I told you about the Arby's guy the other week when I was on my way here, and he went to give me my card back and was like, huh? Like did like he was gonna take it away, and I was like, ha, and then but then every single thing he went to hand me, he was like, I'm just gonna throw it in the cart, catch. And it was like fucking every single item, and I was like, stop.
Okay, I don't feel like I'm that bad. I feel like I'm just I feel like I'm friendly and charismatic at work. Because I have to work the front desk a whole lot.
Well, yeah,
I have to be the guy that talks to people and gets them in. But I feel like people engage back and forth. So I feel like since there's a back and forth and it doesn't feel like an eye rolling back and forth. But then again, maybe I wouldn't know. Maybe I don't know that maybe when I turn and go like, good job, Mike, that's when they roll their eyes.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess you could just, like, because I get that. You got to be that person, that like fake customer version of yourself.
Yeah, customer voice, man.
Yeah, and I think most people understand that, but there's definitely a line that some people don't get, and a lot of it just if you read someone's body language or whatever, you can kind of pick up like, all right, hey, you know, we had a little back and forth, now it's done, go away. I don't think Ness over at Blaze Pizza doesn't understand that. Ness at Blaze Pizza really does think like, hey, we're friends, we're rapping right now, we're having a good back and forth. And I can't wait to see you in here again.
Like, Ness is going to be the manager in a month.
He's like counting the minutes. He's like, when is headphones getting back?
Although, I mean, even at Chipotle, this guy tries to do a bit with me too. I mean, I wear a Red Sox hat, so you already know, like, East Coast. With this black dude at Chipotle, when I first came in, like a couple weeks ago, he's like, damn, I know you're from the East Coast. And I'm like, oh yeah? And he's like, I can tell by that brim. He's like, that bend on that brim, like, that's an East Coast bend, dude. And I was like, yeah, man.
It came with the hat.
And he's like, well, no, I do bend my brims. Don't get me wrong.
All right.
And he's like, yeah, my buddy, he's from the East Coast. He's got the same bend. And then every time I come in, he's like, I recognize that bend. And he's
Jim,
like, I gotta bring you my hats. I gotta get you put a bend on them.
Jim, I feel like the common denominator is you. I feel like you welcome these people.
I guess.
I feel like there's something about. I don't think it's them. I think when you leave, they're thank God that guy left. I don't have to do this anymore. But like to them, you're the one that they need to act like that. Something about you is inviting that.
Yeah, you know what's so inviting? How I always have my headphones on and I don't want to talk to anyone. That's so inviting, right? How I just have my headphones on and like it's off one ear so I could just hear when they ask if I want guac, and I'm like, no.
Ooh, you know though, like when I used to work in the store, if someone would be on their cell phone or something, I would be the biggest like over polite piece of shit to them. So be like basically because I was annoyed they were on their phone, and that's fucking rude. Maybe they're doing that to you because you're wearing your headphones.
Well, I mean, I got them like off, you know. But like clearly, I have them ready to put on to be done with this.
All right.
I'm not here to fucking talk. Although I don't mind the brim guy. Like Roosevelt brim, I'll hang out with him. No problem.
Classic Roosevelt brim.
Nice.
But yeah, like it was like a few weeks ago, and then like the past 2 times he's been there, and he's like, there's that East Coast brim. Oh man, that bend. Look at that bend. Like,
I never noticed, but yeah, there is like East Coast people do bend them like that, and then but the South bends them like too far. And then West Coast.
And then West Coast,
brim.
what? Get the flat brim?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think white guys can pull off a flat brim, really. Huh?
Your boy literally wears a flat brim.
You don't got a
24/7.
flat brim, dude.
Yeah, he does.
Flat brim.
Yeah, but you're hardly wearing your hat like forwards though.
Oh yeah, I never wear forwards.
That's what I mean. But that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, you mean flat forwards?
Yeah,
okay.
that's a whole different game.
I think
man.
they can't rock a flat brim hat.
No, just a flat brim. But I'm talking about just wearing a straight hat with a flat brim. White guys ain't pulling that off. Are you serious?
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, yeah, backwards. Come
Ain't
on.
you ever met a bro?
No, never met
With
one.
with a no fear shirt and a flat brim hat.
Yeah, but they all look ridiculous.
You telling me they do?
Yeah, they have like fucking that thing that nerds like about anime girls, where there's only a little bit of skin between the bottom of their shorts and the top of their socks. But it's like the anime girls have that, and then dudes that have no fear shirts on have that. I think it's called Ryoko Zettai. Yeah, all the fucking weebs in the audience know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, they know. They're down with it. So yeah, but maybe you're onto something, Mike. Maybe I just got such a friendly face. Everyone just wants to be my friend.
Yeah, you got a
Everyone's
vibe.
like,
You have an
"There's that
inviting
dude."
vibe.
Yeah, everyone's like, oh, look at that cool guy. Fuck, that guy's so cool.
My words exactly.
Maybe
That's so
they all-
fucking cool.
They all know your Jim from Jimming them.
Yeah, what if they're all fans? What if the fucking Ness is listening right now and he's like, what the fuck? That's what he thinks of me?
Well, Ness, just drop a fucking "you heard it" next time, and I'll think you're the best dude.
Oh, dude, if Ness drops a "you heard it" on you the next time you go to fucking Blaze Pizza, you are gonna lose. Jim, you're gonna. That's the biggest tip you're ever gonna give in your life.
Guess how much your total is.
Oh man, I was so happy though. Like it worked out so well that I had known Ness a bit, so I could understand what was happening when he was just calling this lady a sucker. So I was like, wow, this is like the third act. I'm in the third act now. Because otherwise, it's been like, what is happening? Who are these friends arguing right now? Who's on the line?
Hey, guys. It's Rachel McKenzie. I just want to chime in and say what's up.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, Rachel McKenzie?
Hey, guys. Just want to say I listen to you guys all the time. You probably won't hear from me for a little while. I'm just heading into work, and just want to say you guys are great suckers.
All right, thanks, dude.
I don't get the bit.
He was being that shooter guy. Remember Rachel
Oh,
McKenzie?
yeah.
Oh, Rachel McKenzie.
I was like, those names are familiar, but
Oh, I love that his whole point was that those names are going to go down in history, and I literally already forgot what they had to do with.
I did get a message, and I guess I'd gotten a message from this dude before, but I never replied. I don't remember it. But he says that. So yeah, hey Jim and them. So yeah, I'm guessing. I am guessing I'm the good version of the Walmart shooter, and it feels really weird considering I'm taking bipolar medication and I have manic episodes. Oh, I don't know if I was supposed to read that or not. Whatever.
As long as you don't say his name.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say his name. But I never get violent or think about hurting people. I usually wish I could get a kitten to keep me company or move to Alaska. That's not a joke. So even though I have a lot in common with that shooter, I'm feeling better about myself because at least I'm not out to hurt anyone. Also, working at Walmart night shift isn't horrible because I was saying that before. No uniform, and I get to listen to music and pack out yogurt. And you know, he also is he's also an animator as well.
an anime nerd.
I don't know if he's into anime as well. I know he likes The Walking Dead because he put together like a Walking Dead video. But yeah, he was a big fan of the show. And I did reply to him, and I didn't reply to him just because I assume he's a crazy shooter.
Yeah, you don't want him to kill you.
I'm gonna be nice to him, but no, yeah, he's been checking out the show, and I did tell him like, look, my brother was Walmart overnight MVP for a long time.
First time I ever met Kevin was when I went to midnight and tried to trick Walmart into selling me a game early, and Kevin didn't fall for it.
Not all night shift Walmart associates working on animation are serial shooters. I'm a good one. I'd attach a link to my channel, but I highly doubt you'd care since I once did, and you didn't reply. So, so that's my bad. He
Tell
says-
him, hey, you know what, guy whose name will remain nameless? You can send me a link, and I promise I'll check it out.
No, he sent me a link, and I checked out one of his videos. I'm gonna check out some more of them. And he signs it as Yogurt Boy. We didn't give him that name, right?
No.
Yeah.
He said he packs yogurt.
That's
at Walmart.
right. Yeah,
Oh, I thought that was just a thing he did, like to fucking his girlfriend, like, yo, girl.
But hey, shout outs to you, Yogurt Boy. I know you're right now packing that yogurt. Guess what? Jim and them's talking about you, motherfucker.
Yogurt Boy. Yogurt Boy. Yogurt Boy. Yogurt Boy.
Woo! Greek yogurt, bitch.
Greek yogurt's gross.
Yeah, but it's the hotness right now.
It's what I imagine cum would taste like.
It is the hotness, though.
Yeah, just like cum. Hey, you know what? Cum's the hotness lately, you
It's
know?
got Uncle Jesse in the
He
commercials.
says he's gone back into the
yeah.
archives and listened to every episode. I always appreciate that.
Even episode 11, fucking prove it.
Yeah, prove it, bro.
Prove you've listened to episode 11.
So yeah, shout outs to Yogurt Boy. Make sure you're in the live chat for episode 500. Don't be a stranger, brother. Fucking shoot up your job, and then you won't have to
be a stranger.
Shoot up your job and say you did it for Jim and them.
We'll just
don't do that.
So he did it for Kristen Thorson.
The names Kristen and Jim are never going to be the same again.
No, don't do any of this.
No, don't listen to Thorson. She wants it. Yeah. She's just like a girl at a party when you ask her if she wants to have sex. She says no. It's like, yeah, you do.